Okay, good afternoon to all of you. Today we'll start the class now, 3:30. I think 51 students have joined the class. Hope all of you are active. Be active so that teaching and learning process can happen properly. Good to see all of you telling a good afternoon. Okay, good afternoon to all of you. Let me start today's class. Hope all of you are active. And now, say, last class we have discussed about sorting an array. Now we will talk about structured arrays. It is also not, I think some of the slides I am repeating, which you might have seen. And name Raju Bhavan. I think this is 2-3 slides I have shown you already, if I am right. It would be more natural if you would have used a single structure. NumPy can handle this through a structured arrays. I think this is already completed, or let me check. Yeah, this I think whether I have completed these slides, because I think last class I didn't take. Already completed, Sindhu is telling. Then anybody is remembering the slide number? Because date I have put that. Let me arrays of vector. These things I think I have completed. Dot and cross product. Yes, slide number somebody is telling. Aditi. Okay, 46. Okay. I think date I might have put wrong. Okay, let me go to the reading and writing an array is over. And 46 somebody is telling. Okay, let me go to the 46. Yeah, I asked you people to execute this. Correct. And nobody executed on maybe a Saturday, I don't know. Yeah, this we completed. Yes, I could be able to recall. I think up to this. Thank you, Akshita and Aditi. Okay. Yes. I tried to talk with these students. I think Rahul, I don't know, it's a A division, I don't know. I typed in your division, 2 other students were there. Anyway, let me go to the, I think this is a 27 class. Okay. Yeah, I unknowingly shown that to you people. Okay, let me start with this slide. Okay. Consider the following text file of a data relating to a population of students. And this file can be downloaded from this particular link what they have mentioned. The content of the file is like this, which I have shown you already, and observe this carefully. And first row, second row, and first column, second column, etc. And let's find the average height of the male and female. These are the slides which I have already shown to you people. The first constructor record. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, how to execute. See, those who are doing in the simulator, if you are having a software, then you can give the path in the program, or simply you can use the same folder. Or if you are doing in the simulator, in the online simulator, in the main program, main.py is there you have to type the program. And you can click on this plus, where you can type this text file, or simply copy paste from that link. Then simply you give the file name as it is. If you change the file name in the program, also you have to change the file name. This is one important point which you have to remember. And in the main program, I have typed this file f name equal to eg6-a as it is file name I am typing. So if I change the file name, here also you have to change the file name. So now let me wait for a 10 to 15 seconds. Then I'll go to the next slide. Okay, so this is a program why we have skipped 9 rows. These things we have discussed. Why we are using the column number 1 and 3 only. These things we have already discussed in the previous class. Okay. So these are the result. To find the average height of the male students, we only want to index the record with the gender field as M, for which we can create a Boolean array. I think this I have shown to you people already. and this m equal to gender equal to be m. This is the one just I am printing for our reference. This I have shown to you, and again I have shown this program last. This is what I am using, m. This is a not m symbol. I am finding an average of a male height, average height, as well as a female average height I am finding. So just go through this, even though I would have shown last class, but I will wait for 1 minute. Program is very simple, and don't by-heart the program, because instead of 9 rows, if I give only 1 row, students will type 9 rows only in the exam. You will get 0 marks. Now only I am telling you, if you by-heart and if you write, you will get a 0 marks. 100% I will give you assurance now only. And please understand the program. Based on the data given to you, based on the file given to you, make changes in the program. Small changes may be needed depending upon the input. Instead of the first column, second column or something, if I change, I should not use the same column. Okay, use your common sense. You are not supposed to use a column 1 and 3 if I change those columns. So that much common sense, that much of programming ability you people should have. And no doubt, IA2 will not be easy, and only 1 hour you should take, and you should complete within 1 hour, and you should upload. Those who are really know programming, they can do it. And if you want to help others, you may lose your marks because you will take more time to help others. So second IA you prepare well. So let me go to the next. Yeah, this will not do it. To perform the same analysis on the student weight, we have a bit more work to do because there are some missing values. In case of height, what you have taken, there was no missing value. But in case of weight, missing values are there. There we go for np.gen from text. This is another function which we use it. We will not do that. Just remember, take a one line. And if interested, you can go ahead. There's a lot of things to explore in this particular Python subject, but depending upon the time, you can do it. In our regular classes, it's very difficult to do all those things. Beginning we did it, but now if I do, I think I may not be able to finish the syllabus. Hence, only needed things I am discussing in the class, I am doing it. So this is one point you have to remember from this particular slide. If missing data is there, then you have to go for this particular function. What is this, sir? How it differs from the previous function what I used? Small points are there, 1 or 2 points you can remember. NumPy gen from text function is similar to the load text only, but has a few more options and is able to cope with the missing data. That is one important point which you have to remember. And header and footer, instead of np load text skip rows, we have 9. We did it in the previous program. Now this particular function has a 2 optional arguments, skip header and skip footer, giving the number of lines to skip at the beginning as well as at the end of the file. That is the difference what we have in this particular function compared to the previous np.loadText function. Take another few seconds, read it once or twice. And those who are writing your programs, please copy down those programs, copy paste it in the MS Word. Result also you copy and paste it. And so I may consider that for a CTA marks. Don't share your file with others. Wherever possible, use your name and try to paste it as image only so that no one can copy it. So that only you will get marks. Let me go to the next. Writing to the file. np.array, just I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and data format int32. Simply I am np.saveText, the file name I am giving, and X content I am dumping into that particular file. Result I will show you in the next slide. Observe here, this is a main program. This is a file which I have just now created. np save text, text.text, X content will be there. See, try to observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there. Test.text is having a, txt is having a same content. But it is a real and it's a integer parameter given. Even data conversion is possible. Just go through the program. You can copy down, hardly 1-2 line program is there. You can execute, you can check. This is the content of X I have printed, because when I print anything, that window is different, and when I have files, that window is different. To show both the windows, I use the two windows. This is for output, this is for a file, because I am dumping a X content on the screen. Also I am dumping X content into the file. You can change the file name. You can see that automatically this file is created, and even it is possible to read this particular file in the program. That also I will show you in the next slide. Now you copy down these 2 lines, try to understand. I will show you how to read it. You can load that information into the variable. Again you can print on the screen and checking that whether that information is read or not. Let me go to the next slide. What I have done, the same program, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Save text, it is the same X, therefore I am getting the same. Now what I am doing, y equal to np load text from this particular file name. File name should remain same. I am printing the X also, I am printing the Y also. Observe, X and Y I am getting a same, but it is a real I am getting, but data conversion is possible. That I will show you in the next slide. Continue the same program, write another additional 2 instructions. Y equal to np dot load text, give the same file name, then print X equal to X, print Y equal to Y. I'll wait for another 10 seconds. Then we'll go to the next slide. These you please try to execute so that you'll become an expert, so that you'll understand how the file is created, how it can be read. All programs are executed by me because I want to learn Python. Let me go to the next. Now what I'm doing, observe here, np save text.txt, X I'm dumping same thing 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now format I'm changing. Observe here, percentage 4D integer I'm doing 4 digit. So observe this in the test3.txt file. Observe here, take a 1 minute, try to observe the data, how I can convert as integer or real. You can create more than one file also. Observe this, the test.txt file it is, and it is a test3.txt file is here. Take another 30 seconds, observe it, copy down. Don't copy down the answers, a result will come automatically when you execute a program. I want you to copy down only the 2-3 lines of code, and whenever you get time, whenever you get interest in learning a Python, execute those 3 lines, make changes in that code, again try to understand. Instead of percentage 4D, change it. Observe the output. No need of computer. I tried my level best to use online simulator for all the programs so that any student who is having a smartphone can execute a program anywhere. Even he is traveling also he can execute. Let me go to the next. Yeah. Now we'll go to the statistical methods. Before we go to the statistical methods, ordering statistics, average, variance, correlation, I cannot explain more what is the meaning of variance, correlation, etc. One should know. Now in this Python we are going to discuss how to calculate, which function is there for that. Before we go to that, I will show you the one slide. I want you people to type in the chat box. Answer I want you to type in the chat box. It's out of syllabus. Hope all of you have common sense. All of you have now observe this and type your answer in the chat box. something is wrong with this image, write down the answer in the chat box. We'll see who will type. Maybe right or wrong. Just try so that you will become active. It's afternoon class. It's difficult to sit continuously in front of the computer. I too can understand. Okay, some 2-3 students they are typed. I want try at this also. Arfali has typed. I think Priyanka Khode has typed. No. Anybody among these two? Anybody is diploma holder? Arfali or Priyanka Khode? Type yes or no. Kruti has typed. Kruti has typed. Goprapa has typed. Arfali is no. Okay, thank you, Arfali. Okay, Vachan Shettar has typed. Priyanka Khode, yeah. Why I ask? Because diploma students, they will be knowing soldering process. And then, yes, now everybody is getting idea what's wrong with this. And diploma students will get fast because they have used the soldering gun, they might have done the soldering process. And those who have attended PCB workshop, I think nobody might have attended from B division. A division, I think Vidya might have attended. Only that girl will be knowing better. She is holding a soldering gun. Yeah, holding is correct, but where she is holding, that is dangerous. Observe this. Sir, it is a chemical lab. Huh? Okay. Somebody is observing. Ganesh, I think it is a chemical lab. Okay, she is soldering her own hand. Pavan Kumar is telling. Good. And many times we will come to know whether that person knows the soldering or not. Just for a photo purpose, if they take, it will happen like this. Okay. Hope all of you have got the idea what is wrong with this particular pic. And hope my students will not do like that. Anybody knows the soldering process other than diploma students in this class? Let me know. You can type yes. I'll be happy to see your names. Usually we used to teach the students. Kirti Matash is not a diploma, I think. Sahana, Aishwarya Namdar, Arfali, many people they know the soldering. Very good. Hey, very happy to see these many students they know the soldering. I don't know how come, yeah. Very good. You have done any project? You have done any project, or how come these many people know the soldering process, even though they are not diploma holders? In engineering, we are not teaching. Anybody want to tell? You can unmute and you can tell, or you can type. In first sem we had a lab, sir. Okay. For your batch it was there. First sem E lab, sir. Okay, in mechanical, yeah, they have made it a one common lab. Yeah, I could able to recall. So many labs they have included. They have made it as a one workshop. Okay, in workshop they have done it. Yeah, happy to know that. That is a very nice. Earlier students used to say they don't know soldering. They have not seen that soldering gun also. But it's very good. We should thank our Dean Academic. He has taken a lot of pain to do this. And somebody is telling Sumeru, he has done in PUC. PUC, few students might have done. He might have taken electronics, I don't know. Because I have not done a PUC. I am basically a diploma student. In PUC, you might have taken Sumeru electronics, if I am right. I think other students might have not studied, if I am right, other than Sumeru, those who have taken biology, something, statistics or some other subject, they might have not studied. Okay, let me go to the next. Hope all of you are active now again, because it's afternoon class. It is difficult to keep your mind. Controlling the mind is very difficult. Okay, those who control, they become a god. Even God cannot control the mind easily. So it's very difficult. Okay. Very good. My students are able to doing this much of controlling, which is more than enough. Let us go to the next. NumPy provides us several methods for performing a statistical analysis, either on an entire array or a particular axis of it. Okay, that is one line. Just I want you people to read it, and no doubt we are going to discuss some examples, how to do it, what are the functions are available. If I want to use for particular axis, how to do it. Those things with example, numerical example, we are going to discuss now. Okay, anybody want to explain difference between the ground or a negative terminal and earth? We have a two terminal, a phase and neutral. What is the difference between neutral and a ground? Anybody? You might have studied in your first year also. You can type in the chat box. I'll wait for another few seconds, then we'll go to the next slide of a Python, what we are discussing. Same, sir. Okay, Shiva is telling both are same. Neutral and ground or earth is same. I think anybody want to say something other than what he is telling Shiva? Earth or negative, neutral. You have two terminal, one is a phase. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Ground is neutral. Okay, then earth. Aishwarya Inamdar is telling neutral is a reference point for a circuit, whereas the earth terminal deals with the earthing. Break down something she is telling. Very good. It is a B division. Okay. Anyway, portion is too much. It is difficult to cover if I go out of syllabus basics. Anybody can tell one line voltage source and current source difference in the chat box? Voltage source, current source. You can write a one line what you know. It may be wrong. I'll be happy to see because your day to give the answer. That is very important for me rather than your answer is right or wrong. Just type what is you are getting in your mind. A current source and a voltage source. A Shiva, a deliver power voltage source. Okay. Anybody else? Any difference is there? Both are same or how you? I source absorb. Okay, current source according to him. Shiva is telling some answers. I want 64 students to type something, even though wrong. Let them talk. Let them say whatever they know, maybe right or wrong. Let them have that guts to say what they know, even though it's wrong. I know only this message. Type it. Be active. You might have studied a network analysis 50 hours minimum. So after 50 hours, you should be able to tell a voltage source, current source. You might have replaced voltage source to current source to voltage source. Rishikesh has typed. Voltage source deals with electromotive force and current source deals with the current. Rishikesh, thank you. Irfali Naikar is saying voltage across the element varies with respect to current. Okay, good. In our department, do we have a voltage source or current source? Parvati Devi is telling voltage source, voltage remains constant. Parvati Devi Kulkarni. I have not seen anybody, but all the names I am remembering. I thought of not to call anybody's name. In my regular classes, I stopped since 1 year calling name of students. But again, a situation has come such that I have to call everybody's name compulsorily. No USN number at all. One way it's good, but one way it's dangerous because when we know somebody, expectation will become more and it will hurt us a lot. So that's why I stopped since 1 year calling somebody's name. I used to call only USN numbers in the classes. Okay, thank you, Parvati Devi Kulkarni. And anybody want to tell something else? Parvati Devi, are you a diploma student? Sindhu has typed voltage source supplies electrical energy while maintaining a constant voltage. Good. Parvati Devi, are you diploma? Yeah. Yeah, diploma students' thinking will be different. They may not be so smart in talking, but they will be good in thinking. That we come to know by giving their answers, by observing their answers, the way how they give answer. We come to know, even though I might have not seen her once also in my life, but by way of chatting, we will come to know. Many times we understand the students just by talking to them in the phone call, even though we might have not seen them once also. Aishwarya Namdar is typing, current source means it supplies a constant current regardless of voltage. Yeah, thank you Aishwarya. And anybody else? Sahana has typed current source has a constant current flow. Okay, very good. Most of the answers are correct, no doubt. And we use current source in labs. Ganesh has typed one answer. We use only the current source in the lab, sir. Okay. How many of you agree with Ganesh? Or how many of you say a different answer? I'll give another 1 minute. Let me check. You're thinking. You may be knowing or you may not be knowing, but be frank. Whatever you know. I appreciate Ganesh. He is telling what he knows, how much he is having in his mind. Whether right or wrong, secondary. We are all human beings. We need a time to learn. Ganesh. Sahana has typed voltage source connect in series with resistance. Current source connect in parallel with the resistance. Okay, good. Sahana Hegde has told this answer. It's correct. I do agree. Have you seen any voltage source which is connected a series resistance in the lab, or have you seen a current source connected in parallel with the resistance in the lab? You might have spent 52 years while studying a network analysis. But let me ask this simple question to you, because this is a difference. Somebody might have got a S grade in the network analysis. Industry people will not believe that. They will ask like this one or two questions, and they will come to know your S grade. Pranav Tunkar, I don't know the pronunciation. Pranav, current source is used in place of ohmic resistors in analog integrated circuits. Okay, something is telling. Anybody else? Use your common sense and tell, because you have spent a lot of time on network analysis subject. One of the best subject, one of the interesting subject, one of the fundamental subject of E&C. Darshini has typed a current source, independent source. Sir, if you connect to a device, it doesn't become independent because voltage also come into picture. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, thank you for all your answers. Let me go to the next slide. If time permits, we'll see it again. These things, maximum and minimum. Already used what he has told in the textbook in that particular part. Sometimes a part of the syllabus may not be there, but anyway, I am showing you again. A equal to NP line space 1 to 12 will be there. A equal to, and minimum of that I am finding, maximum of that I am finding, and minimum is 1.0, maximum is 12. You can just go through, take a 1 minute, and even if you don't also, in the book it is told that it is already covered, but sometimes we might have skipped that particular subtopic. It may not be there in the syllabus, or it may be there, even you might have forgotten. No problem. We'll recall that, then we'll go to the next. This is a way how we can use min and max to find a minimum and maximum number. Usually I spend a lot of time on the fundamentals for the basics, but it's in the offline classes, because online classes it's very difficult to do all those things. There is a reason I could able to finish little syllabus. Otherwise, usually I'll be lagging compared to any other teacher in the department. Always I'll be lagging in the syllabus. This is the first time in my service I'm with them. Sometimes I'm ahead compared to them. Okay, let me go to the next. If an array contains one or more non-values, the corresponding minimum or maximum value will be a non only, not a number. To ignore this not number value, instead use np dot non-minimum and np dot non-maximum. Read it once. I'll show you the one example. And I uploaded all the videos including Python, ITC in the YouTube. So please go through. And I have uploaded as it is. Class videos are not re-recorded, neither I have done any editing, simply have uploaded as it is. If anything is wrong, excuse me, and just give the suggestion, or there only you can type your any information in the video so that others will be benefited. Let me take one simplest example. I'll show you in the next slide how we can write np dot minimum, np dot maximum, np dot non-minimum and non-maximum. What is the difference? When to use which one? We'll come to know by seeing the next slide. A simplest program I have taken. Beginning lines are same. NP square root of instead of just np dot line space I have taken a square root, so that I'll get a not a number also. Minus 2 to 2, 4 total I'll get, and I'm taking a minimum of as well as maximum for this A, and another is a non-minimum, non-maximum. The difference is when I have two values, not a number, then I have 0.81, 1.4. When I execute minimum and maximum, I'll get not a number only. If any one or two are there, you'll get this as the answer. To avoid that, what to do? Use non-minimum, non-maximum. It will not consider these two whenever it is finding a minimum or a maximum. Copy down this program and you can execute whenever you get a time. All these programs I executed and I'm showing you because I want to learn. I'm also like you, studying the Python. Practice, execute the programs. What I'm doing, when I take any array, for example here I have taken one list is there. When I take a square root of some numbers, it may not be a number. We have discussed not a number in the previous class, 0 by 0, something like that. Some of the things are not a number. Those, if presents are there, those will be treated as a minimum and maximum always. Hence, when I find a minimum and maximum, always not a number will be the minimum and maximum always. Sir, other than that I want to find, I have 100 numbers. I want to find a minimum of that and maximum of that. Out of 100, let us consider 2 are not a number. If I find a minimum, if I find a maximum, I'll get NaN only. To avoid that or to overcome that problem, I use these two functions. So 98 I have a numbers and remaining 2 I have NaN. It will not consider those NaN and it will exclude those two. It will find out a minimum and maximum. That is the difference between the P dot minimum of A, NP dot minimum, non-minimum of A. This is NP only, I think. While typing I have removed N here. Okay. Just go through and you will understand when you execute these programs. You please try to execute. That is the reason I am asking you to copy down. So after the class in the evening, you can execute and you will feel the difference between those two. Okay, thank you. So let me go to the next slide. Just read it once. We have also made the function np.arg minimum argument a maximum, which return the index of the minimum and maximum. But again, one more, they too have a reason is if somewhere NaN is there, not a number, that will become maximum, that will become minimum, and this position will come as an index. To avoid that, we have other two. Just read it once. The way how we have found a minimum and maximum, there we have a non-minimum, non-maximum. Like that here also we have a argument max, argument minimum. Also we have a non, means not a number, argument minimum, and non-argument maximum. If not a number are there, those will be excluded or not considered while finding a position of a maximum and a minimum. You can execute one or two programs so that you will understand what is the difference between those two. But remember, you should have at least one or two non. If only integers are there, no, not a number is not at all there, then there is no difference between those two functions. You may get the same answer. But include one or two, not a number. That's the reason we have taken a square root of a negative, square root of a 0, so that you will get a not a number. Yeah, try to understand this program. I am taking a np dot square root of np line space minus 2 2 4, the same program. Print of a, what it will print? You can type your answer in the chat box so that you will be active. Let me see your answers. We'll see who dare to type first. Right or wrong? Just type your answer and you can see your answer later. Is it right or wrong? Print A. Type something. What it will print? Okay, square root is there. It is difficult. Leave it. Let us remove square root. Line space means it will start from minus 2 up to 2. Total numbers are 4. Otherwise, you have to use your calculator to type it. Leave it. Now, I'll get a non, not a number, 0.816, 1.41. Minimum of A, what I'll get? Hope you can tell the answer now, because we have already discussed this. It is a summary, complete program. Once again we are discussing. What might be the answer? Minimum of A means? Okay. Some students, they have typed all the answers. Okay. It is a 0.86. It is 0 and O. Okay, none. Everybody is telling np dot minimum of A means it will give you the answer NaN. Because just now you have discussed, if you are having a NaN, minimum will be that only. Similarly, when I go for a next, no road answer is NaN, correct. Kruti, Disha and Pavitra, Vishwas, Sindhu has typed all the answers. So let me go to the next, a maximum of A. What is the answer? For this, answer will be same, NaN by default, and hence answer is same. Now let me take NP minimum of A. That time, not a number will not come into picture. Remaining numbers it will consider, and in that which is minimum, that it will select, it will print. What is that answer? Only type a 3-digit. Thank you. 0.816. Not a number it will not consider. Neelambika is there. Good. Aishwarya, Vishwa, Sanju, Simran, Sahana, Marian, Surat, Akshay, Pavitra. Next, similarly, I have another NP maximum of A. Only we have 4 numbers. It's very easy to find out. It's a 1.41. Amit, Sindhu, and Rahul, Sanjana, Vishwas, Anusha is telling. Not a number will not come into picture because I am using a non-maximum. I hope now it is more clear compared to the previous discussion. These things will be still more clear when you execute these programs. Let me go to the next. Yeah, it is 1.41. Print np dot argument minimum of A. Whichever is minimum, its position will be printed on the screen. Let me see who will type some answer. It may be wrong. Use your common sense, what you have just now discussed. Okay. 0. Okay, 1. The Disha is typing 1. Thank you. Kruti, Vishwas, Akshita. Lakshmi Prey is typing 0. Rishikesh is typing 0. Sanju is 0. Vishwas but 1. Thank you. Akash, Anusha. Thanks for your answer. Whether right or wrong, we'll see it. Kruti, Aishwarya, Marian, Akshay, Bibi, Mariam, Sahana, Pavan Kumar, Arfali, Mohan, Neelambika is there. Okay, good. And she is typing 0, but Arfali is typing 1. Vachan Shettar is 0. Answers are, most of them they are typing 0, but here and there, some students they are typing answer as a 1. Let me show you the answer. The 0, because NaN, first not a number it will take. Okay. Let me take another. NP dot argument maximum of A. What might be the answer? Meenakshi 1, Akshay Bhatt, okay, Anusha, Sri Sindhu is typing 0. Bibi, Marian, 2 are there, okay. Marian, Hrishikesh, Suraj, Sahana, Nilambika, Shiva, all are typing 1. Aishwarya is typing 1. Why all of you are typing 1? Because 0 I have already typed for minimum. Huh? According to you, do you think first if I write np.arg max of A, then if I type np.arg minimum of A, do you think that time answers are again opposite? Instead of 0, 1, it will be 1, 0. Huh? I don't know how you are thinking. Jyoti is telling 0. If I type first np.arg max of A, then if I type np.arg minimum of A, do you think answers will be opposite? Instead of 0, 1, it will be 1, 0. Or again that time also 0, 1. What might be the answer now? Answer, you can refer here, see. Answer is 0. A first not a number it will consider. That will be the answer. Correct. Let me go to the next. NP dot non I am using argument minimum. Okay, Hrishikesh has typed 2. Akash, Jyoti, Akshay, Sri Lakshmi, Rohan has typed 2. Akshita, Arshia, Kruti has typed 0 and 2. Okay. Pavan Kumar has typed 2. Just type your answer, it may be right or wrong, don't worry. I want all 63 students to type so that at least you will be active. Let me show you the answer. It is 2. Parvati Devi has typed Abhijit Bhatt, Sumeru. Let me see how many of you will type. I want all 63 students to type this answer. Non-ARG max of A. What's the answer for max? Surat, Jyoti, Kruti, Rishikesh, Sahana, Lakshmi Priya, Shiva, Rahul, Nilambika, Sanjana, Akshay, Kruti, Anusha, Marian, Sri Lakshmi, Manasa, Kirti, Mathad, Kruti. All are typing 3 as an answer. Namrita, Pavan Kumar. Yeah, answer is correct. Pranav has typed the answer 3. Yeah, answer 3 is correct. So these are the minimum thing which you have to remember. I'll give the 1 minute. Just go through the slide. Answers also have printed side by side along with the program. Spend 1 minute. Those who are understood, they can close their eyes for a minute. Those who are having doubts, they can just go through that program, relax for a few seconds, give a rest to your eyes. Because sitting continuously attending online classes in front of the computer is difficult. And remember, this will be your life. After your completion of your engineering, you have to sit in front of the computer continuously. Several hours per day you have to sit in front of the computer. There is a reason I wanted to become a teacher. I wanted to work with the students instead of a machine. But again, days have come after 20 years back, I had to sit in front of the computer, not in front of the students. Anyway, it will change, hope, within a short time. So let me go to the next. A program and result. Big array equal to random numbers I am generating 10 between the 0 and 1. A minimum I am finding and a maximum I am finding, displaying on the screen. Just take a minute, glance, go through. Let me copy your chart content to the Word file so that whenever you are coming I can show you the Word file, how many times you were active in the class, not just a physical presence or not physical, just connected and taking attendance, or really have participated in the discussion in the class. That I can show you whenever you come to the staff room once a class or college started. So let me show you the same another program with a small. Let me wait for another 3-4 seconds. At least 1 minute I can spend on this slide. Okay. Even you can use np.minimum, np.maximum, a minimum, maximum. In both the cases, you'll get the same answer. That I wanted to show you. A minimum and maximum answer I'll get same. When you can execute, you can note down a 2-3 line code. Whenever you get a time, execute in your mobile only. And even if you executed few programs, exchange your program in one file to your classmate. Let him or her exchange with you. Together you can maintain the programs what you executed with making a small changes in that program. Maintain the file so that you can upload whenever I ask in the classroom. You can upload those things and prepare for IA2 also. A syllabus and all I will tell you later. ITC syllabus we discussed today up to linear block code. Madam is going to complete a linear block code within a day or two. Up to that we will keep it for ITC, and for Python I will tell you later. And just go through the program. The result I will show you in the next slide. np random.random 3,4 and sum addition of all those things. We can find the minimum value within each column by maintaining axis equal to 0. This is the way how I can write m. It is the name of what I have assigned, 3 cross 4 dot minimum, axis equal to 0. Similarly I can do x is equal to 1. These may get a little confusion, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. For that I have one slide. I will ask you to read that so that you will understand. You may get a little confusion about axis. Now see the program. I will show you the result. Randomly 3 cross 4 are generated. Sum is calculated. And also a minimum in that column and maximum in that row is displayed. Yeah, observe this. Take a minute. This is a 3 cross 4. 1, 2, 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns are there. Sum. When you add all these things, sum will become this. No need to do it. You can spend a time to check this. Column wise minimum. First I have 0.7, 0.4, 0.3. 0.3 is a minimum. Like that you observe. Take a 2 minutes. And row wise maximum. For example, first one I have 0.7, 0.1, 0.3, 0.4, 0.7 is a maximum. 0.7 I got. Like that you spend a time to see that column wise minimum, row wise maximum. Observe, try to understand. Column wise minimum, second column, third column, check it. Similarly, row wise, first row, second row, third row, at least 2 you can check so that you will be confident. And if you execute, it will remain permanently in your mind. Let me wait for a few more seconds, then I will go to the next slide. Let us go to the next slide. These are the other different, I told in the For example, sum I have, np dot non-sum I have. For example, I have a minimum, np dot minimum, np dot non-minimum, like that available. Just go through, it is there in the book also. And it is not possible to execute a program for each. Only I have shown you the np dot minimum, np dot maximum, np dot non-minimum, not a number minimum, not a number maximum. So like that, even we did it other two also, np dot arg minimum, np dot non-arg minimum, np dot arg maximum, np dot non-arg maximum. These four we did it. Similarly, others can also be done. So whenever you have a time, just try to do that. Variance, standard variation, standard variance, mean, sum. Let us go to the next. Okay. If a M is a 3 cross 4 matrix, then axis, read it. M dot minimum axis equal to 0. The function returns the 4 values corresponding to the 4 columns of the numbers. When x is equal to 1, the function returns the 3 values corresponding to the 3 rows of the numbers. Just read it once. And one more slide is there. I hope that will clarify you still. Let me go to the next slide. After that, we'll try to conclude the class. Read it once. About the axis, if you have still doubts, read it once. And we'll try to conclude the class after 1 minute. Then I'll be here for another 6 to 7 minutes. Those who want to interact, they can come forward, they can talk to me. If they have doubts, if they have plans, if they have any suggestions, or if they want to organize anything, they can talk to me. Another few seconds, just read it. The axis keyword specify the dimension of the array that will be collapsed rather than the dimension that will be returned. This is one important point which you have to remember. So specifying axis equal to 0 means that the first axis will be collapsed. For 2-dimensional arrays, this means that values within each column will be aggregated. Okay, we'll conclude now. Thanks for attending the class. You can leave the class. And thank you for attending. Take care, be safe, and I'll be here for another 5 minutes. You can ask your doubts.